urethra. So internal genitalia, genital tract, sperm are produced by seminiferous tubule. So seminiferous tubules, they are the tubule where the sperms are produced. Sperms are produced inside this seminiferous tubule. And after this, as you can see that seminiferous tubule, they are connected here. You see that it all goes to the epididymis. The blue, this dark purple, dark blue part, we call it epididymis. Epididymis is the location where the sperm mature. Maturation of sperm increase the motility of the sperm. That means the sperm can move better. And then as you can see that the tail of the epididymis connects to the vas deferens. So everything sounds very logical, okay? First, the seminiferous tubule make the sperm, and then the sperm is mature in epididymis. After maturation of epididymis, then the sperm can swim through the vas deferens. So yes, when sperm go through the vas deferens, then there are 3 glands that produce semen. I already told you that seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral glands. They all make semen. If you take anatomy, then you learn about the specific constituents inside the semen. Okay. I like this part because it tells you that you have 2 seminal vesicles, 1 prostate glands, and 2 bulbourethral glands. Vasectomy. What is vasectomy? Okay, cutting the vas deferens. Actually, it's not just cutting the vas deferens. After you cut it, you have to tie a knot. So you have to tie a knot. You have to tie knots at each end of your cutting. Yeah, so that it will prevent it from growing back or something like that. So you have to tie a knot at each end of the cutting. So sperms are produced by the seminiferous tubules, as I told you already, then mature. So produced by this, and then mature in the epididymis. And then it will gain motility because of the flagellum. Okay, maturation of the flagellum. If you still remember the lecture at the beginning of semester, we talked about cell structure and functions. So one of the cell structure is a flagellum. Okay, sperm is the only human cell that has a flagellum. In other words, women do not have a cell that has flagellum. Women do not produce any cell that has flagellums. Then it passes through the vas deferens, and then you have the semen. Semen is seminal vesicle, semen produced by seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland. Semen is alkaline. A little bit alkaline, 7.5. Why? Because vagina is acidic. Vagina is acidic so that you need to be a little bit alkaline to neutralize the acidic environment of the vagina, so that sperm can survive inside the vagina and uterus. It contains fructose. Yes, fructose provide energy. Remember cellular respiration. We use glucose for energy. Similar, fructose is also monosaccharide. That's why it can produce energy for the sperm to move. The beating of the flagellum takes a lot of energy. That's why inside the sperm, the neck part of the sperm It has a lot of mitochondria around the neck. Neck is between the head of the sperm and the flagellum of the sperm. Neck is between the head and the flagellum of the sperm. In the neck of the sperm, it has a lot of mitochondria, and they need fructose to make ATP. And semen also has prostaglandin. It causes the uterus contraction. That's right, during female orgasm, they will have uterus contraction occur because of the semen. So these are the organ and their function, structure and function. So basically we talk about everything. Vasa differentia basically means vas difference. Okay, vas difference is like the plural. About the three glands that make semen, well, I would not worry too much. It's like they separate the three, but you can group the three into one as like the three glands, they just produce semen, that's all. Testes produce sperm and sex hormone. Sex hormone is testosterone, okay? This is something that you need to know. Testosterone. Sex hormone is the testosterone. I just call it T. So, well, this table is basically for you to practice, okay? You write out the name of the organ and you try to write out the function of the organ. See if you remember everything, okay? Orgasm in males, okay. Sounds very interesting. Sexual excitement, increase the blood flow, okay? Increase the blood flow to the penis to cause erection. That's why the circulation in the lower body is important for male. Increasing blood flow, there are several ways to do it. Of course, sexual excitement, the thought, the sight, or even smell can trigger sexual excitement, and of course the mechanical receptor on the penis, meaning that touch, can also induce sexual excitement. Of course, we all know that taking Viagra will also increase blood flow. It will cause erection. If we overgeneralize male sexual response, erection, you can overgeneralize it as the result of parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous response causes the erection. That's why when guys are stressful or nervous, they will have a hard time to have an erection. Yeah, they need to be relaxed in order to get an erection. When sperm enters vas difference, the three glands contribute to the semen, and the semen is ejaculated. Ejaculation is following by a refractory period. Okay, ejaculation, if you oversimplify the male sexual response cycle, the ejaculation is generally caused by the sympathetic nervous response. Okay, so your sympathetic nervous response causes the ejaculation, and then after ejaculation we need to have refractory period. The refractory period is also caused by the parasympathetic nervous system. Is like restoring the energy the man used for ejaculate. Approximately 400 million sperm in each ejaculation. That's a lot, but guess what? A lot of them will die after ejaculation. So they have to swim from vagina all the way up to the we call it fallopian tube, because at that time the egg will be in the fallopian tube and fertilization occur in the fallopian tube. We'll talk about the structure of female reproductive system later. And during this marathon, yes, you may think, well, it's a short distance, but to sperm cell it is a long distance, extra long distance. So swimming such a long distance kills a lot of sperm, and why survival of the fittest, natural selection. Only the strongest or best sperm they will survive and fertilize, and only the best sperm they can find the egg. So all the physically unfit sperm, they will die, and before they can find the egg. So that makes sure that the sperm that fertilize the egg, they are all healthy and strong. So the testes, produce sperm and hormone. We talk about this. Sperm produced from the seminiferous tubule. Hormone produced by the testes, the testosterone hormone. Located outside of the body cavity, as we know that the scrotum is outside of the body. The reason is that internal body temperature is too high for sperm production. How many of you have noticed that? During cold weather, the scrotum seems to be smaller. It shrinks the size. During summer, the scrotum seems to be larger. The reason is it's not shrinking the size. It's because that there are some kind of smooth muscle hanging the scrotum and the testes. During winter time, this smooth muscle will contract and bring the testes closer to the body, so that it maintains constant temperature, so that it warms the testes. But it shouldn't be too high temperature. If the temperature is too high, then mutation can occur in the chromosome inside the sperm. So you don't want this to happen. That's why sperm production should be maybe 1 degree lower than the body temperature. That's why scrotum is outside of the body. So during winter time, when the smooth muscle contract, then it will bring the scrotum closer to the body to maintain the warmer temperature of the testes. During summer, then the smooth muscle will relax, so that the testes is hanging farther away from the body to give it optimal temperature, cooler temperature for producing sperm without causing too much mutation. That's why you don't want to soak yourself into hot spring for too often. Soaking yourself in hot spring too often can speed up the mutation of the chromosome in your sperms. That's the last part. Scrotum helps to regulate temperature of the testes. Okay, spermatogenesis. This term, what does it mean? Genesis means creation, okay? Spermatosperm, meaning that it's a creation of sperm. Spermatogenesis means creation of sperm or production of the sperm. As I mentioned before, it is in the seminiferous tubule. Okay, we have name of the cell, Sertoli cell. Support, nourish, and regulate spermatogenic cell. Basically, you can generalize it as Sertoli cell makes sperms. Okay, it is easier to remember. Okay, S goes with S, goes with S, and then interstitial cell produce testosterone. Interstitial cell, aka Leydig cell. Yes, a different name. Leydig cell produce testosterone. Okay. spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is basically a combination of mitosis and meiosis, which is something that we'll talk about